Hi Mario, Leonard Parker here from Financier SEO. Prepared this video for you so you can take a look at some opportunities to improve the web presence for your website and for your firm. So you'll see here on the screen is your website. I have lay out some different things that I've seen that you can improve on it to really help boost your rankings in Google and other search engines and to help you get more traffic from potential clients. So starting with your website, I really like the layout here, very simple. There are a few things that I would consider adding. So the first thing I would, if this is, I would create some type of video introducing yourself and maybe your team and put that somewhere here at the top. A big thing about, building that trust and credibility with potential clients is they have to be able to like you. And I think if you have a great charismatic video with you and just telling people about yourself and your firm, I really think that speaks louder than having an about us page, which is nothing wrong with it, but definitely something that can help your homepage stand out a bit. I do like that you have this why we're different video. So even if that's what you want to use for this purpose, I would make it more prominent on the home page. Uh, Staying on your home page, one thing that you'll notice here, I'm in the Google Chrome browser. So you'll see here it's saying not secure, and this basically means that you do not have it's called a SSL certificate for your website. And studies have shown that this has started to affect page rankings and website rankings. However, it's nothing has been determined as fact. But going back to the trust and credibility point, you definitely don't want this big not secure message to show up on a website where you're going to be managing a client's money and financial assets. So definitely something I would clean up there. And that's as simple as buying a SSL certificate for your website and getting it installed. Now, I see that you focus on families, business owners, and medical professionals. And I think, one thing that you can definitely improve on your website is just simple optimization of your SEO. So looking at this is what's called the page title, this little square that's highlighted. So right now it says Genesis Wealth Management, and then the little pipe symbol, then Miami Coral Gables. So I highly recommend that you keep your firm name in the page title, so Genesis Wealth Management. So keep that at the front, but instead of just having Miami Coral Gables at the end, I would have something like Miami Coral Gables Financial Advisor or Miami Coral Gables Wealth Management or Miami Coral Gables Financial Advisor for Medical Professionals. Really the way you decide what to include there is if there was the one word or one phrase that you want people to find you for when searching on Google, what would that be? And then you would put that here in your homepage page title. So, and this has two benefits. First, it tells Google exactly what your website is about. So, obviously, your website is about wealth management and it's about financial, helping medical professionals with financial advice. But it also has a usability element. So, if you look in the search results, you can see here, Genesis Wealth Management, Miami Coral Gables. Okay, so maybe, someone can determine from that you do manage wealth and assets. But, I really think what would speak more is if, you put something like Miami Coral Gables Wealth Management. So they know that you specialize in wealth management and you specialize working with individuals and families in the Miami Coral Gables area. So that's just something to keep in mind there. And then even when I look at your medical professionals page, same idea here. So, I would make this more descriptive. So, financial advisor or wealth manager for medical professionals in Coral Gables. And that's just really make it as descriptive as possible, again, for Google and for your potential clients. I really think you're doing a great job with content here, so I won't talk about that too much. But one more thing on your website, and I will jump into some other points. On your homepage, I would definitely try to make this contact us button stick out a bit more. There are a lot of different things you can do here. You'll probably seen websites where they have live chat where you can, actually chat with someone on their team. Another, way you could probably improve this is instead of just having a simple contact us button that takes you to the contact page, you can have where it opens and they can actually book an appointment right there. So they don't have to wait for someone from your team to contact them to set up an appointment. So just a really, really good way to streamline your lead generation process and appointment booking process. But again, going back to my first point, making it stand out more. So I understand that you have I'm going to say this is maroon and gold color scheme going. Try making this a different color because right now it kind of just blends in with, the press release button. I would definitely move this somewhere else. It kind of just draws attention. If anything, I would move the contact us button here and then the press release button here where the contact us button currently is. So that's just something to keep in mind. I think you can get more action on that contact us button by changing it to a different color. So that's it for your website. Now the next thing I'm going to look at, I'm going to show you is your page speed scores. And page speed is one of the most important factors for your website's success in Google and just from a usability perspective. I'm sure you've been to a website that takes forever to load, and that's really frustrating, especially when you're looking for information and you're looking for it now. So, and you can see here there are two tabs. The first is your desktop page speed score, which is a 27 out of 100, and then your mobile score is a 22 out of 100. So you can just see there's plenty of time for improvements to be made, or plenty of room for improvement. And I like to see these scores at least at an 80 out of 100. 80, 85, that's the minimum threshold to make sure that your website isn't being punished for loading slowly. And even if it seems that your website doesn't load that slow, you have to consider people have different internet connections. They're accessing your website from different devices. And if this is what Google thinks your page load score is, then that's what's most important. So that would definitely be a big priority for me. And if we were to work together, this would be something I would tackle in month one. On that point, I also see that your website isn't mobile friendly. So this is Google's mobile friendly test. And yeah, as it says, your page isn't mobile friendly. So there are probably some different things you can do to make your page mobile friendly. I'm not going to get into detail on those are a lot more technical. But just note that your page speed score and your mobile friendly score, these are really big factors your website's ability to rank well in Google. And then again, as I said, it's not all about ranking. When someone lands on your website, you want to make it as usable and as easy to use as possible. So just keep those two things in mind. So next, I will venture more into what's called your off-page SEO. So just a simple uh, explanation on page SEO when I'm talking about the title tags and how you can, optimize your website for SEO. That's called on-page SEO. Off-page SEO is pretty much everything that is related to, not related directly to your website. So what I mean by that, so for example, if you Google, um, let's see here, Genesis Wealth Management, Coral Gables, obviously your website comes up. And you'll see here on the left, that's called your Google My Business page. And you'll see here, this is one of the important citations for your business. And really, what you want to do is have as many of these business citations as possible and make sure that your information is consistent across all of those listings. And when I say consistent, so for example, on here you have your number in parentheses, while on other citations you might have your number, it's not in parentheses, or you have a hyphen here after the 786. So that's considered an inconsistency in Google's eyes. So you want to make sure that those citations and business listings are clean across the board. So really what this report shows you, you have a current score of 71, which if you haven't did any SEO, that's above average score. But again, there's definitely some room for improvement. So you can see here, this tool is called Moz Local, and pretty much it reviews all of your different listings and really focuses on those really important ones that actually have an impact. So you can see here your Facebook, it says that it's incomplete. Your Google My Business listing, which we were just looking at, it shows that it's incomplete. And then there are several others here. So that's another area, once we do the on-page SEO, we clean up the mobile friendliness and the page speed issues. Part of my process is to go in and clean up, these different listings that are incomplete or inconsistent. And so that's the citation building. Now going back to your Google My Business listing, so big area of improvement here. You really need to get some reviews here. And I encourage all of my clients to have some type of system where if someone meets with them for a consultation, that you maybe mention it towards the end of your consultation, then maybe follow up with a review. If there's any type of incentive that you can offer clients um, to review, provide a review for your firm, anything that works, you want to make sure that you're getting good 4 to 5 star reviews. And then lastly, I'm going to take a look at your backlinks. So backlinks, you can consider them as votes for your website. And they are an important part, probably the most important part of Google's ranking algorithm. And pretty much you can think of backlinks as votes. So going back to the votes example, let's say, in high school, you ran for class president in your senior year. And let's say your best friend loves you to death, he or she votes for you 100 times. Whereas for your competitor, he has 100 friends that votes for him 1 time each. So obviously your competitor is going to win because those votes count because they're 100 versus that one vote from your best friend. And that's really how backlinks work. So you can think of backlinks as votes, and you can think of referring domains as your number of friends online. And you can see here I've sorted this from most referring domains to the least. And you can see here your website is actually number 2, but it's quite far behind Kathy Pareto. And so that's definitely, once we do the on-page SEO, improve the page speeds, improve the mobile usability, and then clean up the citations, that would be my focus to narrow that gap and eventually overcome Kathy Pareto. And you might wonder, okay, you have more backlinks than Patterson Advisors and Gables Financial Partners. But that the number of links, number of domains is the starting point. At that point where you see competitors outranking you, then that's when we really get into the nitty gritty of link building. So, for example, let's say that you have a backlink from a blog in Coral Gables, while Patterson Advisors, and it's just an example, has a backlink from uh, Times Magazine or Financial Advisor IQ or Forbes Magazine. Well, that backlink from Financial Advisor magazine is going to be weighted a lot heavier than that backlink from your local blog. So that's when we really have to think about, okay, who we're going after for blogs or backlinks, and how can we boost what's called your domain authority, so that you are not only getting backlinks, but they are high authority backlinks. And so together, all of these things, in combination, I think you'll have a very good chance of moving up here in your rankings, and eventually where you want to be is in this top three, because there have been many studies shown on this, but these top three search results get the majority of website clicks or clicks from users. So those are just some things to think about. And I'm sorry this video has gone on a lot longer than I thought, but I definitely wanted to share with you and be as transparent as possible about the different areas of improvement I saw for your website. So, a bit about me. Again, my name is Leonard Parker. I own a digital marketing agency called Financier SEO. We're based out of Houston, but we actually have team members from all over the world. I'm the owner and co-founder. I actually have a partner who focuses more so on the website development side of things and the really technical projects. And I've been doing digital marketing for about the last 5 or 6 years now. Have experience with not only SEO, but also websites development and doing simple updates. Have experience with social media, pay-per-click advertising on Google and Facebook, content marketing. So I see that you have a blog, so I can definitely help you there as well. And also email marketing and helping you build lead generation funnels for your firm. I've been working with financial advisors specifically for about the last 6 or 7 months now, and I love it. I love financial literacy, and I definitely saw the leaps and bounds I was able to make in my life by becoming more financially literate and knowing more about investing and how to manage my money. And many people ask, what's my why? Well, my why, I definitely wanted to leverage my skill set in digital marketing, but help bring the gift of financial literacy to individuals, families, and businesses who need it. So that's my 30-second spill. I'd love to hear back from you. I'm going to include a Calendly link in this email. And so if you are interested in talking further about working together, we can definitely set aside some time to do just that. So thank you, Mario, for your consideration, and I hope to hear from you soon. Take care.